We need an old school review. What should we do? What should we do? How about this? Welcome back, everybody, to Legacy of Nerd, old school review. And today, we're looking at the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord, aka Dino Megazord. So, as you can see, this is the quintessential Megazord of the franchise. It was introduced in episode 1, where Zordon presented the Zords to the Rangers. These originally are from 1993. They are the Bandai version. And this specifically, at least I had to put it together as far as parts. I got the majority of this in a lot sale that I talked about earlier. So I had to get the Zords, or the sword that was right here, his horns. So there was a couple of versions released, and mainly the first version had a difference in the sword, but we'll kind of go over that later. So first, we got your Red Ranger Tyrannosaur Zord, your number 1. Then we have the Pink Ranger Pterodactyl Zord. You can see the cannons are at the bottom as far as Zord mode. Then we got here the Mastodon Zord. Right here we have the Saber-Tooth Tiger. Right here. The chrome is still pretty good on the teeth there, as you can see. And then we have the Triceratops. Now mine, I probably need to work on this joint, but right here, it kind of falls over. So it's supposed to be kind of be like that, and the cannon's pointing, and so that way you can pew pew. So taking a look at these, I think first we're gonna go ahead and make the tank mode. So they didn't really use the tank mode too much in the series. You kind of saw it a little bit when it was being transformed into the Rangers. So they would do the tank mode and then would stand up and get into the Megazord mode. But so you take this, you got your Saber-Tooth Tiger, put the tail down. You're going to, put these back feet into the body. And you're going to raise the feet like that. Then, lastly, you gotta make sure you put the teeth or the fangs up top. And then you just slide it right like that, right into the leg. Just like that. The Triceratops Zord, it's already ready to go. So you just slide it right here. Let's see, you should hear it click. There you go. So it's already ready to go like that. Make sure you put the tail down. Oh, this little thing fell off. Put it on. Okay, there we go. Alright, on the Mastodon Zord, very beautiful. You are going to take off the head. I know it seems wrong, but you do it. And then you are going to split this part. And it will make the kind of the shoulders and the backs. See? Like that. This Megazord, I have to say, this is probably one of my most favorite Megazords, obviously. But not only that, but just this original version. I know there's a Legacy version. Hasbro is made 2 versions so far, kind of a figure, 7-inch figure, and then they made kind of a more inexpensive put together toy. I've seen that the details kind of lacking, or it's kind of weird actually, but they're good toys. The Legacy, of course, is much more fancier, but right now it's expensive because it's obviously an out of production. I guess you can call it a set since it comes with 5 toys technically in it. So you take the pterodactyl right here. You take off the cannons at the bottom, and then you'll see that they have a peg right here and a peg right here at the bottom. Now we're not using the bottom, we're going to use the one right here for this one. Like that. And go like that on both of them. So, then we're at the head. So I don't know if you can see, but right here, let me see. There's a little hole right here, and it's meant for this Mastodon right here. So it has this little part that comes out, and you put it right there, and then you got that. Last but not least, you have the pterodactyls one. You got to put that in the right place. This one's always a little tricky. So where it goes is right here on the feet. Let's see if I can get it in there. Ah, got it first try. See how it's right there? It just fits in nice there. It has little grooves there, makes it up. And there you go. You got, I guess, Dino Megazord tank mode. I really wish they would have used this more often in the show. I know they used it just sparingly, but they definitely showed it every episode. But I really did think it was cool. I know they used it more in the Sentai, the Zyuranger, but I think it's pretty neat. Well, now we are going to move into the Megazord mode. So, the cool thing about Megazord mode is that you're halfway ready to go. So you're just going to take this right here. You're going to take this guy, the Mastodon head, you're going to take it off. This tail, you're going to go straight back up. This tip, you can go like that. Now if you want to do it like the TV show, let's see if we can do it like that. Let's see. Yep, you gotta push the feet down. Now these heads right here, they go and they snap up just like the TV show. So if you've seen the TV show, you pretty much know how it's gonna roll. You go like that. We're gonna take these cannons off. And we'll, for the pièce de résistance, we'll save the fun stuff to the end. But these cannons will go right here on these pegs, right here on the top, and each hole on the Mastodon's feet. Like that, and that. Okay, now we got this. So you can, if you want to, just like the show, you just flip over the hands like that. Doesn't always want to do it the way you want to do it. Same thing like that. Does it look familiar so far? Okay, now the fun part. So this is the last part that they did in the show. Bring this back. It has a little clip and you just bring it down. Then this part of the head. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just dropped a cannon. Let's see, well, let me do it. Like that. Okay, came off. It was in there good. I don't mess with this too often, so just go like that. Close that. And then these little parts right here, just open up. There you go. So you take the pterodactyl. Well, first you put down the head. Put down the wings. And then you can fly it in just like the TV show. And it just snaps right there on top. Oh, make sure you tuck in the Tyrannosaurus arms. Just like that. So you should hear a good snap. Oh. Fix it myself. There you go. Oh. So you're giving me trouble. Of course it does it. Oh my lord. So, see those red pegs right there? I need to go in there. I'm missing anything. There you go. Just like that. Let me get the cannons. One fell in the being a total new with this Megazord. Oh my lord. Get that. There you have it. That's the Megazord. Now, this 1993 Bandai Mighty Morphin Power Ranger version was made from the original Zyuranger Sentai Japanese mold. So, when they had the first version come over to the United States, they just put it in a English American box with a revised logo, and everything was the same. Well, that being the 90s, of course, there's product control right there, and then the Mastodon handles are there. This sword, which was a chrome, and if you notice, it has a pointy end. Kind of see it better right there. This wasn't the first version because it was the same thing the Japanese versions had. Well, of course, someone claimed they poked their eye with it. And then later versions had, there's a second version that had a rounded tip, but it was still chrome. And then there was another version that was just all gray plastic rounded tip. So this sword is from the first one, either from the first Mighty Morphin version or from the Sentai version. Now I bought this sword separately because there were some pieces missing. Typical pieces that are missing on this are actually the Tyrannosaurus tail tip right here. This is always missing. And these cannons. These seem to be missing a lot. Also, the Triceratops horns. These chrome ones. So if you notice, the stickers on here are not screen accurate. They're from the TV show. And some aren't even missing because this is I haven't gotten any new stickers, but this is original. The way that it was played with from the person I bought from as a child. He had these since he was a child. Some of the stickers are missing, some of them are faded, and some of them are Americanized because, you know, there wasn't no Thunderbolts on the original. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna put some close-ups on this, but I wanted to take a look at this because we don't see too many more of the, well, you know, I think people sell a lot in the groups as far as selling some of the older stuff, but we don't really get close-up looks at them. We kind of forget how they get together. This one, fortunately, is much like the show. It comes together just like the show, but there's some details on it that, of course, you might want to see, or if you get it, or you're not sure how it goes, I wanted to put something up there. Now, of course, there's a multitude of stuff, but you know what? I haven't done one, and I wanted to do one. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the old school review. Thanks for coming to Legacy of Nerd. See you next time. Wait. Y'all want to see some of the other variations? Maybe even something from this guy? Let me know.